Right. In yesterday's class, I have launched Spring Core module. Yeah, it's the base module for other module, guys. Come on. There we discussed about what is container. Container is a special software program that manages the life cycle of what? Given component, given resources from birth to death. Loading class, creating object, managing object, if needed, destroying object, everything will be taken care by container or not? Servlet container manages servlet component lifecycle. JSP container manages what? JSP component lifecycle. And in Spring, we have special containers are called Spring containers, also called as what? IOC container. They manage what? Come on. Spring Bean lifecycle. They manage what, guys? They definitely manage Spring Bean life cycle. Is that clear, my dear? Come on, everyone. Okay. File open. Here is what? Class content. This time, what is there? Spring. Next. 1102, right? Not that. What's your one, guys? 515. 515. What is this? Spring Core. Spring 515. Yes, Spring 5. Yeah, this is the one. Yes, guys. What is this? February 11th, 2025. This is going to be common document, guys, for both 10th and 11th. 10th and 11th. Yes, boss. Yeah. Yes. Yesterday, what I said, Spring container, also called as IOC container, manages what? Spring Bean life cycle. What is Spring Bean, guys? Any Java class whose object is created and managed by Spring container is called as what? Spring Bean. I said all these statements are not, guys. Come on, everyone. Okay. But how to inform to IOC container, inversion of control container? Take this class and make it as what? Spring Bean. Take this class and make it as what? Spring Bean. Come on. Yes, for that one, I clearly given statement. What is the statement I have given, guys? Okay. Using either XML or annotation. We should give inputs to IOC container. Okay, take this class and make it as a Spring Bean. In XML driven configuration, come on, tell me, what is the tag? What is the tag I have to use? Bean tag. What are the attributes? ID, class. In the place of class, you have to specify fully qualified class name, guys. Come on, everyone. Okay, next. Fully qualified class name. Here is what? Bean ID. This Bean ID internally becomes what, guys? Object name. What name, guys? Object name. Fine, but as on today, industry is entertaining XML driven configurations are not, boss. Okay, so shall we understand limitations of XML first today? There are many limitations, but as on today, let me give few important limitations. Here is what? 20,000. Okay, guys. Limitations of XML, guys. Tell me what are the limitations of XML, guys? Come on, everyone. Limitations of XML. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow the link will be changed, guys. Those who have not done formalities completion, please complete it and make sure that you are going to be there in tomorrow's new meeting ID. Limitations of XML. Number one, XML is another language to learn. What is that? Extensible. What is that? Markup language. What language, guys? XML is another language to learn, right, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Tell me. Is another language to learn. Okay. Next one. XML file is separate file to develop. What is that? XML file is separate file to develop. That means, okay, we need to write additional information about the code. Information about the code in a separate file. About the code in what file, guys? Separate file. Are you getting my point there, guys? XML file is separate file to develop. That means we need to write what? Additional information about the code. What code, guys? Java code in a separate file. That's great. Okay, next one. Okay, guys. To read and process XML document, to read and process the XML files, nothing but documents, we need the heavyweight. What is that? The heavyweight XML APIs. The XML APIs like SAX API. What API? DOM API. What API? DOM. JDOM API. What API? DOM4J API and etc. We definitely need separate APIs or not, guys? So, all right, what is this? SAX API. What is that? Simple API for XML processing. DOM API, document object model. What model, guys? Model. Next, JDOM API, Java. What is there? Java document object model. Next, DOM4J. What is there? DOM for Java. DOM for Java. Are you understanding my statement, guys? So this is definitely limitations of XML. Right. To overcome these problems, we should prefer working with what? Annotations or not, guys? Annotations are annotation parameters. Parameters are also called what? Attribute. They are Java statements. Yes, na? Where code is there only configuration will be there. Improves the readability. Come on. And the regular Java compilers and Java runtime environment will only recognize and process the annotation related operations, na boss? So performance will be ultimately good or not, guys? Super, guys. To overcome these problems of XML related to code configurations. What configurations? We need to use, what is there? We need to use Java annotations. What annotations, guys? Java annotation. Okay, boss. Now concentrate. What's the syntax of annotation, my dear? At the rate. What is there? Online students, please focus. Syntax is at the rate. What is there? Annotation name. What name, guys? Okay. What is that? Param1 is equal to value 1. param2 is equal to val2 dot dot. Param1 is equal to val1. Param2 is equal to val2. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super. Yeah. Example, at the rate component, at the rate override. Come on. At the rate suppress warnings. What, guys? And etc. At the rate suppress warnings and etc. That's great. That's really great, guys. Come on, everyone. Understanding my statement. Advantages. Advantages with what? Annotation based code configurations. Advantages with what? Annotation based code configuration. Annotations are Java statements and they will be placed directly in Java source code. That's great. Annotations are Java statement. They will be placed directly in what? Java. Right. Since annotations are there with Java code, improves the readability of the code or not, guys? Come on. Right. Improves the, are you left? Nothing, boss. I am there, boss. Okay. With the Java code, improves the readability of the code or not, guys? Improves the readability of code. Of the code, Java code, right? Yes. Next. Annotations are recognized. Come on. Annotations are recognized directly by Java compiler and JVM. So, recognized and processed by Java compiler and JVM. So, no need of having separate processor for it, right, guys? No need of having what? Separate processor for it, separate API for it. This improves the performance or not, guys? Annotations are recognized and processed by compilers and JVM directly. So they give better performance. They give what, guys? Better performance. So they definitely give better performance or not, guys? Yes, boss. Advantages with annotation based code configuration, and here is the story, guys. Here is the story. Okay, now let's come back to the subject, guys. We can configure Java class as Spring Bean in two ways. Number one, using XML driven configuration. Number two, annotation driven configuration. Okay, one more three is there, Java code based configurations, right? But if annotations are not possible, then we have to think about going for what? Java code based configurations, right? We already discussed how to work with XML driven configuration or not, guys? Okay, now let's try to understand one by one. Okay, when you decided not to work with XML, we have to think about either annotation or Java code for configuration or not, guys? We can configure Java class as Spring Bean. What class, guys? Java class as the Spring Bean. Using, what is this? Three approaches. Using three approaches. What is that? Using XML driven configuration. Next, okay. What is the one? Use bean tag. What tag, guys? Use bean tag. Already discussed or not, guys? As shown above. What's above? As shown above. Next one. Using annotation driven configuration. configuration. Use @component annotation. What annotation, guys? Yes, C. Tell me next one. Next one is what, guys? Using. Okay, what is the next one? Using Java code configurations. Java code configuration. Yeah. Use @bean methods. Actually, annotation plus Java code will be there. @bean methods in @configuration class. What class, guys? @configuration class. Use bean tag in what file? XML file as shown above. We already discussed about first one. Yeah, those who missed yesterday's class, very simple, Ra Babu. Here is the class. That class we are configuring like this. Bean ID WMG class is equal to what? com.nt.sbeans.what? Wish message generator. Fully qualified class name. What class name, guys? Yeah, fully qualified class name. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Come on. Super, guys. We can configure Java class as Spring Bean using total how many approaches? Totally how many approaches we are using, guys? 3 approaches we are using, right? Super, guys. Okay, now tell me. So we have to now go for using annotation driven configuration now, boss. So let's see how to do this work, boss. Okay. Component is class level annotation. That means we need to place on the top of the class or not, guys. Annotation is what? Class level annotation. Are you getting my point? Component is what level annotation? Class level annotation. What level annotation, guys? Class level annotation. Okay, this is very useful. This is very useful to configure. What is there? To configure user defined. What is there? Java class as the Spring Bean. As the Spring Bean. User defined Java class as the Spring Bean. Understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Tell me here. Public class, what is there? Wish message generator. Public class wish message generator. Here is my code now, boss. Yes. On the top of the class, what we have to place, guys? Component WMG. What is there? Component WMG. WMG is the bean ID or not, guys? Super. Okay, this is going to become bean ID. Yeah. So whenever object is created, come on. Yeah, let us assume this is what? IOC container. What container? Yes. Okay, that runs on the top of JRE JVM or not, guys? That definitely runs on the top of what? JRE JVM. No doubt in that. That definitely runs on the top of what? JRE JVM. That's really great, guys. Come on, everyone. Yes. So here is my what, guys? Spring Bean class object. What object, guys? Here is my what, guys? Spring Bean class object. Wish message generator class object. What is there? Wish message generator class object. That is WMG or not, guys? Say something, my dear. I want reply, guys. Come on. Super. IOC container JRE JVM wish message generator class object. Fine. What is that? Using annotation driven configuration. For that one, we are using @component annotation or not, guys? Okay, now listen. I want to avoid XML. Okay, user defined class, we have a annotation @component, right? Okay, this WMG is nothing but what? Bean ID. Bean ID becomes object name or not, guys? See, once it is pre-built, loading class, creating object, managing object, destroying object, everything will be taken care by whom, guys? IOC container. No doubt in that. Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Next. Yeah. Next one is what, guys? C. Now, my question is, I have a predefined class, local date, local time, date, these classes. I want to make it as a Spring Bean. Yes, na, boss? Can I open the source code of predefined class to add the annotation? But I am not interested to work with XML because XML is an old concept now, boss. Come on. In XML, predefined class, user defined class, same old bean tag, boss. No doubt in that. But when it comes to predefined class, can we open the source code of predefined class and can you add component annotation on the top of it? Not. Then we have to find out one more solution or not, guys. When you cannot add component annotation on the source code of some predefined third-party supplied classes, then we approach what? We use what? Java code approach to configure Java classes as what? Spring Beans. There also we use annotation. Annotation is also Java code, guys. But we use along with what? A method. And we place that method in a particular class called what? Configuration class. Are you understanding my statement, guys? See, if it is a XML, guys, if it is XML driven configuration, let's see. If it is XML driven configuration, for example, you take this one only, right? Okay, you take this one only. You please take this one only. Yes, guys. Look at this. What happened to this? It got struck, guys. How come? Save the document. Reopen the document. When too many technical peoples are assembled, technical problems will come. Don't worry. Right. Open this. Where is the document, guys? 10th and 11th. That's fine. Yeah. Here, I'm planning to take one predefined class. What is there? Bean ID dt class is equal to java.util.date. Class is equal to java.util.date. Clear, my dear? Got the point, my dear? Come on. Yes. What is this, my dear? Date class object. What object, boss? Java.util.date class object. What is there? DT. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Here, this is the bean ID. This is a predefined class. In XML, no tension, guys. Predefined class or user-defined class. We can happily use bean tag to configure that Java class as Spring Bean, na, boss. Okay. But in annotation-driven configuration, if it is user-defined class, no tension. Fine. But if it is a predefined class, can we add this kind of component annotation, boss? Yes or no, na? Super, guys. Note. What is this? If the Spring Bean class is or Java class is, if the Java class is, what is there? Predefined class. What class, guys? If the Java class is a predefined class, if the Java class is a predefined class, then we need to use, then we cannot use, what is that? We cannot use component annotation because we cannot edit the source code of what, guys? Source code of predefined class having the annotation, right, boss? Convince it with me. Having the annotation. Can we edit the source code of predefined class having the annotation, boss? Definitely not, guys. What is not? Definitely not. Are you getting my point? Super. To overcome this problem, we can work with Java code-based configuration, nothing but placing what? @bean methods inside the configuration class. What is that? @bean method inside the configuration class. First of all, what is configuration class? When you decided not to use XML, there should be another approach to give inputs and instruction to IOC container. That is a Java class. But there are so many classes. How does it know this class only acting as what? Configuration class by keeping @configuration annotation. So @configuration class is alternate to whom, guys? Configuration file, which is a XML file, right, guys? Inside this class, to make any Java class as Spring Bean, we should place what? @bean method. It's a little different, guys. You have to focus a lot. It is little different, guys. You have to focus a lot, everyone. To overcome this problem, tell me what is this? We need to use, come on. Okay, guys. To overcome this problem, we need to use we need to use Java code configuration approach. What approach? Java code configuration approach to make Java classes as the Spring Beans, right? Okay, nothing but @bean methods of @configuration class. What class, guys? @bean methods of @configuration class, guys. Convinced with me, my dear? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Okay. What is next one, guys? Right. Okay. What is the third approach? Now I'm talking about what? Third approach. What is the third approach? Using Java code configuration. Everyone, all these are inputs, guys. All these are what? Inputs. Super. So, right. Okay. What was the point I was talking so far? If it is a user defined class, we can open the source code on the top of the class. We can keep component, right? But if it is a predefined class, can you open the source code of that class? Can you add annotation on the top of the predefined class, guys? So then we have to look for other alternate or not, guys. And I request online student and offline student, when I launch the topic, in the beginning 2 minutes only, don't excite. Okay, first I explain wordings to introduce. Then I write the code. Then I write the diagram. Then come to one conclusion. Okay, I got it. I did not get it. I just launched it. Please explain one more time. Not going to work out. Let the topic complete, right? I just introduced the third approach and people are already started. Please explain one more time. If I complete my explanation, I'm ready to repeat. My explanation is not yet started seriously, right? Common sense, Samrina, whoever it is. Most important prerequisite to attend my classes is what? Common sense. See, repetition will be there when topic is completely explained. I just launched third approach and people started saying, please explain one more time. Guys, you have to be patient, right? See, I will tell my approach. I'll introduce terminologies first. Then I will write sample code. Then I try to put diagrammatic representation. Then I will ask a few queries from you people. Then if I get proper answer, then I will move to next discussion. I have not even entered into third approach. Please explain one more time. This is not going to work out. Some people all of a sudden playing with mobile, one day, one particular minute they realize, oh yeah, something happened here. Let's ask one more time. What happens to him? Because he really don't know what's happening in the classes. I request every online student, please be alert and please your presence of mind while attending the classes. Don't type the words just for the sake of asking. I know whether you have asked your query by listening the topic or without listening the topic or by missing the topic. I can easily sense. Fine. Everyone please come back. I don't need your sorry. I need your common sense. That's it. Okay. Use Java code configurations. Everyone please come back, guys. Everyone. Right. Here is what. At the rate, the Java class using which we can pass inputs and instructions to IOC container is called configuration class. For this, we need to take class as what? We need to annotate the class with at the rate configuration annotation, boss. For this, we need to annotate the class with what annotation, guys? At the rate configuration. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. The Java class using which we provide inputs and instructions. What, guys? Inputs and what? Instructions to IOC container is called. What is that? Inputs and instructions to IOC container is called configuration class. What class, guys? Yeah, configuration class. What is that? Configuration class. What is this? Class with at the rate configuration annotation. What is this? Annotation. Yeah. This class is, what is there? Alternate to, what is there? Spring Bean configuration file. What file, guys? Spring Bean configuration file. That is nothing but what, guys? XML file, boss. What file? XML file. Right, guys. Next one. To configure any predefined class as what, guys? Sai Gundu. If you want to create your own annotation, you should create your own container or JVM to recognize it, right? But we are here to use existing annotations to create new annotations. Okay. The day you create your own framework, your own language, your own compiler, your own JVM, definitely what? You are welcome to create new annotations. As of now, please try to understand and use existing annotation that are required for project development, right? Because creation of annotation is 2 minutes, but recognizing that annotation on the top of the code, processing that annotation, applying functionality of the annotation needs what? Either server or container or framework or at least enhancement in JRE JVM, right, guys? You can make a movie and you can act as a hero, but people should recognize and accept you as a hero. Then you will become superstar, right? Otherwise, you will be on the roadside star, right, guys? Same thing for one. Anything you can do, but someone should be there to recognize and process that annotation or not, guys. Super, guys. To configure any predefined Java class as what? Spring Bean. What, guys? Spring Bean. We can place @bean method. What method? Method inside the @configuration class. What class, guys? @configuration class. Nice. Okay, now tell me next one. Inside the @configuration class. To configure any predefined Java class as Spring Bean, we can place what? @bean method inside what? @configuration class. Okay. Next, guys, tell me next one. The IOC container. What container, guys? IOC container automatically calls @bean methods of the @configuration class and makes what, guys? That method returned what, guys? Objects as the method returned objects as the Spring Beans. Makes that method returned objects as what? Spring Beans. Is that clear, guys? Come on, everyone. App config.java. This is my configuration class now, boss. Yes, I am trying to take this class as what? Configuration class. What class, guys? Configuration class. That's great. Tell me next one. Public class, what is there? App config. Public class app config. @configuration. What, guys? @configuration. Any name you can take for this. Configuration. Yeah, here. What is there? Public local date time. Create LDT. What is there? LDT. Return local date time dot now. End of the method. What is there? End of the method. @bean name is equal to LDT. What is there? Name is equal to LDT. So this is what? End of the configuration class or not, guys? This is what? End of the configuration class. See, guys, this method returned object automatically becomes Spring Bean or not, guys? IOC container calls all the @bean methods of configuration class automatically, and they take method returned object, and those method returned objects will become Spring Beans automatically or not, guys? Come on. Super, guys. IOC container automatically calls what, guys? Automatically calls @bean methods. Okay, and makes, okay, guys, and makes the method returned objects as Spring Beans, having the given bean IDs. There I have used bean IDs. Clear, boss? Bean name, bean ID, both are one and the same. In this configuration class, how many @bean methods are there? One. This method is called automatically or not? And method returned object has become Spring Bean automatically now, boss. Come on, everyone. Yeah, this is my, what, guys? IOC container. What container, guys? This is my IOC container. Yeah, here is my what? JRE JVM. This is my JRE Right, boss. That's great. What is the method returned object, guys? Local date time class object. What's the bean ID? LDT. Bean ID is generally shortcut of the class name, guys. Most of the time we take the short form of the class name as what? Bean ID. So here is my, what is there, guys? Local date time class object. Local date time class object. Okay. LDT. What is there, guys? LDT. Is ready or not ready? This is LDT is nothing but bean ID here or not, guys? Okay. Array, every object is identified with its object name, nothing but reference variable name. Bean ID is also identified, becomes what? Internally object name, right? Super, guys. Yeah, whenever you create object for local datetime class object by that too by calling now method, right? Can I call this one as a static method, guys? That too returning its own class object. Can I call this one as a static factory method? The method that creates and return its own class object is called as what? Static factory method. What method, guys? Static factory method. Okay. What it displays, my dear? System date and time or not, guys? System date and time it will display or not? I want reply, guys. Come on. Current system date and time it will display. Come on. Okay, final conclusion. In XML driven configuration, predefined or user defined or no problem, we can use bean tag to configure Java class as Spring Bean or not, guys. It's clear? But problem with XML is it is fading out. It is becoming outdated one. So we are moving towards annotations. But user defined Java class as Spring Bean, superb. On the top of the class, you write @ component having bean ID. So by seeing that annotation class is loaded, object is created, it becomes Spring Bean. Perfect, guys. Come on. But the challenge is what? Not only user-defined classes, we have what? Predefined classes also to become as what? Spring Bean. But can we add annotation on the top of the predefined class source code? No. Then what we should use? We should use another approach called what? Inside the configuration class. Come on. We should take @bean method. Any number of bean methods you can place, guys. These method returned object automatically becomes Spring Bean or not, guys? If there are 20 @bean method, come on, total how many objects are created? 20 objects are created. These 20 method return 20 objects become what? Spring Beans or not, guys? Say something, my dear. I want reply, my dear. Come on. Super, guys. This is what we need to focus, guys. Come on. So here is my IOC container. Local datetime class object. This is there, guys. So right now I am giving conclusion. What is the conclusion? In XML driven configuration, predefined or user defined class can be configured as Spring Bean using bean tag of Spring Bean configuration file, nothing but XML file, right? In annotation driven configuration or Java code based configuration, to configure user defined class as Spring Bean, use @ component annotation, right? To configure predefined class as Spring Bean, use @bean method inside the configuration class. Everyone is clear on that? Array, if you develop the servlet, it has not become servlet. Unless until you configure in web.xml using servlet and servlet mapping, does it become servlet? If not XML, you should use @web servlet annotation. Seems think about like this. In one project, hundreds of classes are there. Do you want to manage life cycle of every class by IOC container? No. Only important classes life cycle you want to manage. Then what you should do? You should configure them as what? Spring Bean. How to configure them as Spring Bean? In XML bean tag. If it is user defined and you want to use annotation, @ component. If it is a predefined class you want to use annotation, it's going to be what? At the rate bean method. Slowly confidence is coming or not? All these are what? Giving inputs and instructions to IOC container. Technically, this is called configuration or not, guys? Technically, this is called a configuration or not, guys? This is what we need to focus, guys. Come on, everyone. Yes, guys. Hmm. Let's have a look on this. Let's have a look on this. Conclusion. What is there? Conclusion. To configure. What is there? To configure predefined or all these are fundamentals, boss. Please don't feel theory concepts separate from practical. These things reflects in your coding. That time if you say sir, so many things, if we learn here, they looks very easy. To configure predefined or user defined Java classes as Spring Beans. Okay, use bean tags in Spring Bean configuration file. What file, guys? Yeah, what is that? XML driven configuration. XML driven configuration. Yeah, outdated approach na boss. Outdated approach. Legacy approach. What approach? Legacy approach. That means no one likes this approach, guys. It's fading out. It's definitely fading out one by one. Legacy means old but still doing well, but no one prefers that one. First priority is always what? Annotation driven approach, which is also similar to Java code approach, right, guys? In annotation driven or Java code configuration approach. What approach, guys? Java code configuration approach. Yes, use, what is there? At the rate component annotation to configure Java class as the Spring Bean. Yes, na boss? Use at the rate bean method. At the rate bean method in at the rate configuration class. What class, guys? Class to configure. Tell me. Java class as predefined Java class as what class, guys? Predefined Java class as the Spring Bean. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Use at the rate component annotation to configure Java class as Spring Bean. Use at the rate bean method in configuration class to configure what? Predefined Java class as the Spring Bean. Convinced with me, guys? Come on, everyone. Right. Okay, one small question. Can I use at the rate bean method to configure user-defined Java class as Spring Bean? Yes, but not recommended. Why? In at the rate bean method, who is creating object, guys? By calling method or by using new operator, you should create object. Or when IOC container says, I only create object by loading the class, me creating object is meaningless, na boss? See, on the top of user-defined class, just adding at the rate component is easier. Taking at the rate bean method, you creating and returning object, IOC container, just making that one as a Spring Bean is easier. At the rate component is easy or not, guys? I'm not saying not possible. Possible, but not recommended. Unnecessarily, you are increasing your burden, right? Come on, guys. It's something like this, my dear. I need core Java course, but I will pay full stack program amount. Who will stop you, boss? Who will stop you? You are wasting your money, right? Right now, in this semester, you want to learn core Java. Okay, but you are paying for full stack programming. On benefit of doubt, you may get the time to learn that also. There's no guarantee you will learn or not, but you paid it. It's a waste of money or not, guys? The same story over here also. When easy way is there, and when container says, I only load class, I only create object, just give me this class as a Spring Bean. Me doing same thing manually is really meaningless or not, guys? Is it not interesting aspect, guys? Come on, I want reply, guys. Okay. Super, guys. Tell me, this is the conclusion part, guys. This is conclusion. Question and answer. Can we use @bean method? What method? @bean method in configuration class. What class, guys? Class. To make the Java class as the Spring Bean. To make the Java class as the Spring Bean. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. To make the Java class. What Java class? User defined Java. User defined Java class as the Spring Bean. Answer, possible but not recommended. Answer is what, guys? Possible but not recommended. Possible but not recommended. Are you with me, my dear? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Now let's see. This is my wish message generator.java. Okay. Here, what is there? Hey, inside the Spring Bean, we can please any logic. We can have business method having business. Spring Bean can have any method having any. Okay. What is there? Wish message generator. What generator is there? Here, app config class. What class, guys? App config.java. Guys, come on. What is that? Config. On the top of guys. Okay, so configuration is good, fast, not there, guys. It depends upon the situation we have to use, right? Okay. Configuration. Sai Gundu, I know you are a morning batch student. Don't in classes. Please give interview, please. Then get the job, right? Then you will become hero for your society. But what's the use of becoming hero in front of me? Topic again, I appreciate your patience. Fine. Video is glitching. From my side, no problem. Yeah. What is the class, guys? Wish message generator. What, guys? Generate. Create WMG. What is there? Create WMG. New wish message generator. I think voice problem is there. Give me 1 minute. I think it will solve automatically. Let me check, guys. Let me check. Yeah, what is that? Fast dot. I think net is, it's good, boss. Sai, it's good. 73 Mbps. That, I think problem should be solved by this time. Now problem is solved, guys. Everyone check. Voice is breaking means your network bandwidth problem. Now okay na nata? Now it should be okay, right? Okay, let's come back. New wish message generator. What, guys? Yeah, new wish message generator. This is end of the method definition, guys. That's great. This is end of the method, guys. Come on. Right. Yeah, on the top of it, we have to write this. Is there? Name is equal to double mg. At the rate bean, name is equal to double mg. Clear or not? I want reply from you people. Yeah, see guys. Anyhow, you have to develop this class as user defined class, right? Going to that class and placing at the rate component on the top of the class is easier. Writing this hangama inside the configuration class is easier. Yes or no, na boss? Are bean IDs always becomes object name, guys. Here I initially created without object name, but bean ID internally becomes object name, na boss. Come on. Super, guys. Right, guys. This is bean ID. Bean ID internally becomes what? Object name. I hope you are understanding. Okay, what is the limitation in this approach? We need to create object manually by taking separately at the rate bean method, which is a lengthy process, long process, right? So that's why what I told in the conclusion is great or not, guys. What is the conclusion I have given? XML means predefined, user defined, no difference, bean tags. In annotation or Java code approach, what is there? For user defined, at the rate component annotation. For predefined, at the rate bean method. At the rate bean method inside the configuration class. Yes, na boss? Here, programmer is creating object. Here, the programmer is creating object manually. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Here, the programmer is creating the object manually. Okay. This is a headache part. This is unnecessary. What is that? For user defined class. Yeah, this is unnecessarily for user defined class or not, guys? Super, guys. I think you got the basic idea about how to configure Java class as Spring Bean. Fine. A Spring Bean can be a user-defined class, predefined class, third-party supplied class, having any logic inside that. I can keep business logic if it is a service class. I can keep persistence logic if it is a DAO class, the class that contains only persistence. If it is some other class, some other logics I can keep, boss. But that is not our headache, boss. What logics are there in the method? That's the secondary. Loading class, creating object, managing object, destruction of object are taken care by whom? IOC container. Sir, how to create that IOC container? Wait, one by one I am revealing, right? Okay, one more thing, guys. In one configuration class, we can place any number of @bean methods now, boss. In one application, if you need it, you can use all the three approaches to configure what? Java class as Spring Bean. XML is outdated, but not removed. It is just outdated, right? Fading out. Still, it is not eliminated from Spring, guys. It is not encouraged to use, but still XML support is there in Spring and Spring Boot, guys. In one approach, we can use all the three approaches to configure what? Java class as Spring Bean. Java classes as what? Spring Bean. In one configuration place class, we can place any number of @bean method. Yes or no, na boss? Okay, let me add those comments. Then we'll move to another topic. Yes, guys. I hope Notes is helping you to read points very nicely. Simple English. You get the feeling I'm sitting beside you and again reading the notes for you, right? That much easy. When? If you read and open it. Open and read it. Missing class is not a crime. But not reading the notes before coming to next class. Definitely I don't encourage, I don't entertain. Okay, guys. Tell me. At the rate. Yeah. At the rate bean methods of, we can place, what guys? We can place multiple at the rate bean methods. Okay. Sir, can I write in notebook? What's your thought? You want to become developer or typist? If you want to become developer, don't write the notes. Use the notes, spend time in practicals, right? If you want to become typist or stenographer, content writer, then your wish. I hope you all assemble to become developers, right? Please. No one gives job based on your writing skills or what? Reading skill. Everyone gives job based on your what? Programming skill. That comes when you sit in front of what? System. When you complete the assignment, when you complete the classroom applications, right? Okay, at the rate 0, multiple at the rate bean method. 0 or more. What guys? 0 or more. In one configuration class. Next. We can use all the three approaches. What is this? We can use all the three approaches in one application to make the Java classes as the Spring Beans. As the Spring Bean. To make all Java classes as the Spring Beans. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Fine. Spring core module is base module for all other modules. When this module is used alone, we can develop max standalone applications. What applications? That's the point one, number one. All right. Point number two. If this module is used in combination with other modules, what modules? In combination with what? Other module. We can develop web application, distributed application, enterprise application, whatever you want, you can develop. Whatever you want, you can develop. That's another advantage we are having now, boss. Come on. We can develop whatever the applications you want. This is another advantage we are having or not, guys. Come on, everyone. Super. Okay, next. This module gives two IOs, two containers. One is bean factory, one is advanced. Both the containers are given for two operations. One is Spring Bean lifecycle management. Other one is what? Dependency management. Already I explained Spring Bean lifecycle management. IOC container loads the Spring Bean class, creates the object, manages the object, destroys the object. What is dependency management? Spring IOC container even takes the responsibility of what? Assigning one Spring Bean class object to another Spring Bean class object. Arranging one Spring Bean class object to what? Another Spring Bean class object. For example, Flipkart is there. DTDC is there. Flipkart wants to use DTDC services as the courier services. What services? Flipkart wants to use DTDC services as what? Courier services. Are you getting my point there, guys? That's great. So DTDC class object should be available in Flipkart class or not, guys? Must be available in Flipkart class or not, guys? Come on. DTDC class services must be available in what? Flipkart class or not. So that means DTDC class object is required in Flipkart class now, boss. Let us assume I configured Flipkart as a Spring Bean, DTDC as a Spring Bean. I informed to IOC container. Flipkart is the target class. DTDC is the dependent class. Now see the story. Who loads both the classes? Capwala, you are disturbing everyone. Concentrate. Capwala, your neighbor is Capwala, a dirty fellow. Everyone focus. Mr. Cap, you are disturbing everyone. Focus. Yeah, who loads the Flipkart class and DTDC class? Who creates objects for them? Who manages both objects? Who assigns a DTDC class object to Flipkart class object? Who destroys both objects? Okay, their life cycle management is there. End to end, everything is taken care by IOC container. In the middle, DTDC class object is assigned to Flipkart class object by whom? IOC container. This is called dependency management or not, guys? The class that uses services of other class is called target class. The class whose services are being used by other class is called helper class or dependent class. Assigning dependent class object to target class object. In core Java, we used to do manually, right? But in Spring, container will take care based on the instructions you give. Otherwise, how does it know which is target class, which is dependent class? You have to tell to container, you take this one as a target class, you take this one as what? Dependent class. Once objects are ready, assigning dependent class object to target class object will also be taken care by whom, guys? Will also be taken care by whom, guys? That means Spring IOC containers are there basically to perform two activities. Number one, Spring Bean lifecycle management. Number two, dependency management. Loading class to object creation to object destruction. Taking care of everything is what? Lifecycle management. Come on, guys. Assigning dependent class object to target class object is called as what? Dependency management. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Right. What module, guys? Spring Core module. What module? Spring Core module. It is a base module for. I already said Spring Boot frameworks are given collection of modules, guys. Yes, it is base module for other modules. Right, guys? Come on, everyone. It is base module for other modules. Yeah. Using this module alone, we can develop at max what applications? Standalone Java applications. Yes, na boss? Standalone applications. Okay. If this module is used in combination with other modules, what modules? Then we can develop what, guys? Then we can develop, okay, develop web applications, distributed applications. What applications? And enterprise application. Spring is not popular for web application. We cannot use Spring for web application. Sorry, mobile applications development. For mobile application development in Java means Android only, right? Enterprise applications and etc. Okay, guys. This module basically gives how many containers, guys? This module basically gives 2 IOC containers. Okay. Also called as Spring containers, guys. Spring containers. Yeah, one is first one. What is that? Bean factory container. This is the basic container or not? Next, application context container. What is there, guys? Advanced. Next one is what? Advanced. Bean factory container, basic container, application context container. What is there? Advanced IOC container. What do you say, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Application context, advanced IOC container. Right. Okay, guys. Tell me next one. Yeah. The IOC containers of Spring Framework or Spring Boot Framework are basically given to perform. How many operations, guys? 2 operate. Can you tell me what are those 2 operations, my dear? Number 1, Spring Bean Lifecycle Management. Number 2, Dependency Management. What is that? Dependency Management, guys. Spring Bean Lifecycle Management. Other one is what? Dependency Management. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. That's great. Okay. Spring Bean Lifecycle Management. IOC, making IOC container, taking care of every activity of Spring Bean from birth to death is called lifecycle management. Loading class, creating object, managing object, destroying object. Everything will be taken care by Spring container only now, boss. This is called lifecycle management or not, guys? This is definitely called lifecycle management. What do you say, guys? Come on, everyone. Yes, guys. Tell me here, what is there? The process of making IOC container, taking care of all the life cycle activities of Spring Bean from what is that? Birth to death is called what, guys? Life cycle manage. Is technically called what, guys? Life cycle manage. Okay. The life cycle activities are what, guys? The life cycle activities of Spring Bean are what, guys? Activities of Spring Bean are A. The life cycle activities of Spring Bean are, come on, guys. What is that? Loading Java class. Next, boss. Loading Java class. Nothing but Spring Bean class, guys. Nothing but Spring Bean. Yeah, next one. Creating object. Creating object. Next one. Okay, managing the object. Managing the object. Next what? Destroying the object. Everything will be taken care by whom, guys? Any IOC container capable of taking care of both, guys. One is, yes, this is about Spring Bean lifecycle management. What is dependency management, right? Yes. Okay, the process of arranging dependent Spring Bean class object to target Spring Bean class object is called dependency management. Whatever technique you use, boss, whenever dependent object services are required in target class, it should be available. But you don't do it, you will ask IOC container to do it. That's why it is called what? Dependency management. The process of making IOC container, arranging dependent Spring Bean class object for target Spring Bean class object is called dependency management. The class who is using services of other class is called target Spring Bean. The class whose services are used by other Spring Bean is called helper class or dependent Spring Bean. Helper class or dependent Spring Bean class. Are you getting my point, guys? Okay, now listen carefully, guys. Concentrate my statement, guys. Listen carefully. For example, okay? For example, vehicle is there, engine is there. Vehicle needs engine, engine needs vehicle. Red shirt and neighbor, last rows, specs wala. If you have any query, you can talk with me. Please don't disturb neighbors. What is there? Vehicle and engine. Vehicle needs engine, engine needs vehicle. Okay, who is target class there? Who is dependent class there? So engine has to be arranged for vehicle whenever it's required. Student course material. Course material needs a student. A student needs course material. Who is target class here? Who is dependent class? Huh? Depend also student. Huh? Who is dependent class? Course material. Ra? Okay. Cricketer bats bat. Cricket bat. Cricketer cricket bat. Bat needs cricketer. Cricketer needs bat. Cricketer needs bat. Okay. Who is target here? Who is dependent here? I hope you understood, guys. But if we give both these classes to IOC container, loading both classes, creating objects for both classes, managing both objects, assigning bat object to cricketer object, and if needed, destroying those objects will be taken care by whom? IOC container. In core Java application, everything should be taken care by programmer or not, guys? So exactly reverse of regular operations are not, guys. That's why Spring containers are specially called as what? Inversion of control. Because everything is happening in reverse or not, guys. Okay, shall I write few comments on dependency management? These are the core concepts of what? Spring core module. Entire core module we study to understand these two things in different varieties. If these two topics are over in all permutations and combination, 90% of core module is over, boss. It's like a core Java of Spring. Core Java of Java will make you to understand Java programming basics, right? Spring core module will make you understand, okay, Spring programming basics. And all these are the terminologies related to what? Those basic programming things, guys. Come on. I hope you are enjoying these discussions, guys. If you feel this is theory, you are going wrong. Because these concepts are exactly reflects in the coding, right? @bean methods, @component annotation. If you don't know all these things, can you use them in future nicely, boss? Can you use them in future nicely, guys? I want reply, my dear. Come on. This is my dependency management. Okay. The process of making IOC container, assigning dependent Spring Bean class object to target Spring Bean class object is called dependency management. Come on, guys. Yeah. The process of making the IOC container. What container? Container. Arranging. What is there? Dependent Spring Bean class object 2. What is there? Target Spring Bean class object. What object, guys? Target Spring Bean class object is called dependency manage. Is called dependency management. The Spring Bean that uses the services of other Spring Bean is called target Spring Bean, guys. Is called target Spring Bean. Yes, boss. The Spring Bean that uses the services of, tell me, that uses the services of the Spring Bean whose services are being used is called, what is this? Dependent Spring Bean. What is that? Use services are being used is called what, guys? Dependent Spring Bean. Are you getting my point, guys? Super. Okay, have a look, guys. Here is my target Spring Bean, guys. What Spring Bean? Target Spring Bean. Here is my, what is there? Dependent Spring Bean. One side target Spring Bean, another side what? Dependent Spring Bean. Here is what? Vehicle. Here is what? Engine. Here, what is the statement? Vehicle uses the engine. Vehicle uses the engine. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Super, guys. Vehicle uses the engine. Okay, boss. Student. What is there? Course material. What material? Course material. Student needs course material, right, guys? Vehicle depends on engine to run the vehicle. Sorry. You cannot apply English meaning here. Who is using whom? That is important. Right? So, who is using whom? That is important. Student needs course material for preparation. What, guys? For preparation. For preparation. Cut it. Paste it. Simply for preparation. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Yeah. Next one. Flipkart. E-commerce application, na boss? Flipkart is e-commerce application. Yeah. What is the website here? Flipkart. Here is DTDC. Courier service, right? Flipkart uses what, guys? Flipkart uses DTDC courier service for delivery. DTDC courier service for delivery. Yes, my dear. Come on, everyone. Yes, boss. Next. DTDC courier service for what? Delivery. Okay, what is that? Cricketer. What is that? Cricketer. Cricketer. What's there? Batsman. Bat. Cricket bat. Yeah, what is there? Cricketer uses. What uses, guys? Cricketer uses bat for batting. Like this, many examples we can give now, boss. Lot of examples we can give or not, guys. Yes, boss. Okay. Core Java application. First, you feel the Core Java application, guys. Core Java application dealing with Flipkart and DTDC classes. Flipkart and what? DTDC classes. Yeah, tell me, guys. Programmer makes JVM to load Flipkart and DTDC classes. So actually, when you use new operator, first loading of the classes, then object creation. So, but new operator is used by programmer means indirectly programmer only making JVM to load the classes, then creating objects, boss. Come on. Super, guys. Tell me, guys. Programmer makes JVM or JRE to load both Flipkart and DTDC classes. Right, guys? That's great. Programmer makes JRE JVM to create objects for both classes, na boss? To create objects for both. What is there? Both Flipkart, comma DTDC classes. Interesting or not, guys? That's great, guys. Next one. Programmer assigns. Who, guys? Programmer assigns. Programmer assigns DTDC class object to Flipkart class object. What object, guys? Flipkart class object. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Programmer assigns DTDC class object to Flipkart class object. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Next one. Programmer assigns DTDC class object to Flipkart object. Programmer uses both objects as needed to call the business methods. What methods, guys? To call the business methods. That's great now, my dear. Come on, everyone. Tell me, next one. Okay, programmer keeps both objects ready for, he don't destroy, but he keeps both objects ready for what? Garbage collection. Garbage collection. By nullifying them or not, guys? Or when they are nullified, no references on the object. When no references of the object, garbage collector becomes ready to destroy the objects or not, guys? By nullifying them. What is this? By nullifying them. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Core Java application dealing with what? Flipkart and DTDC classes. What classes? Flipkart and what? DTDC classes. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. This is Core Java application dealing with what, guys? Flipkart and DTDC classes. Okay. So now I'm taking Spring application, guys. Above application using Spring, guys. Above application using Spring. Above application using Spring. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Above application using Spring. Yeah. Tell me here what is there, boss. IOC container loads both Flipkart and DTDC classes. Come on. IOC container loads both Flipkart and DTDC classes, right? Yes or no, na, boss? That's great. Next one. IOC container creates the objects for what, guys? Creates the objects for both Flipkart and DTDC classes. Are you getting my point? Super. Next. IOC container. Come on. IOC container assigns DTDC class object to Flipkart class object. Assigns DTDC class object to what object, guys? DTDC class object to what is there? Flipkart class object. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Next, guys. IOC container. IOC container manages both objects, na boss? Manages the both objects. Programmer collects both objects from IOC container. What container, guys? Come on. Mr. Red Shirt. You don't want to listen the class? Get out. Red Shirt, get up. Red Shirt with the specs. Red Shirt with the specs. Come to front row. Tomorrow onwards, I want to see in front row. Programmer collects both objects. From what? IOC container to call the business method. Call the business method. Lastly, what is there? To call the business method. Right, guys? Next one. Programmer, not programmer. IOC container destroys the both objects. Destroys the both objects. Right, guys? Yes, my dear. IOC container destroys both objects. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Yeah. Above application using what, guys? Spring. Yeah, tell me, burden is more in core Java, na? Burden is more in Spring application. Yeah, your programmer is overburdened or not, guys? Yes or no, na, boss? Yeah, your programmer is overburdened because he has to take care multiple things. Your programmer is overburdened. Yes or no, na, boss? Yeah, your programmer job is simplified or not, guys? Okay, that's why Spring programming is easier. Okay, Core Java programming is easier. Yeah, your programmer job is simplified. Definitely programmer job is simplified or not, guys? Only the thing is you should know how to give instructions to IOC container, either using Java statements or annotations or XML file. Okay, that is the only headache, boss. Initial few days giving those instructions looks a bit different. Once we are habituated, nothing is there, right? New remains new until we make it old. Initial few days, it looks like, sir, it's better to go for Core Java, na? Everything I am creating. Here, how you are using XML annotation, that instruction, this instruction. Once you are habituated, new becomes what? Old. You will start enjoying what? This entire life cycle management and dependency management. Yes, boss? This is the thumb rule for every new learning process, guys. Recollect how you learned two-wheeler driving in the childhood. Especially your brother or father sitting backside and made you to drive the vehicle, right? They might have spent some time to make you people learning driving, two-wheeler driving, right? Initial few days, it looks very complex, right? Your focus is on road, but you forgot to change the gear. Father hits one thing on the head. Why are you damaging my vehicle, right? Okay, change the gear. This time focus is on changing gear, vehicle going here and there. Again he will hit on the head, right? Focus on road. Where is your concentration? But that is initial 10 days, 15 days, max 1 month, right? After that, you will become perfect. Once you become perfect, what happens? You will drive single-handedly. Aisa no na? Okay, you will drive without holding the handle. You will do stunts in front of special people. And sometimes they will misfire. You will be joining hospital. They will coming and visiting you. Get well soon. Jindagi gone. Aisa no na? Ah, right. So, what is the more conclusion? New remains new until we make it old. This is the thumb rule in any field, boss. Today it's new. After a few days, it becomes what? Right. Dil bahut mangta hai bhaiya. But problem is for everything money is required. ऐसा no na? दिल मांगे more, but उसके लिए पैसा चाहिए. First earn money, then think listen to dil. Until you earn money, your home dogs and rats also won't listen to you, right? Focus on what? Earning money by settling in life. I keep on saying one statement. It's a repetitive statement, but still I am saying. Until something happened in your life, marriage will not happen for you. For them, nothing happened, marriage will happen. So that's why don't ever compare towards settling life with girls. My sister is not doing hard work, why should I do? My girlfriend is not doing hard work, why should I do? You want to make her a wife, you settle first. Irrespective of what, whether she settles or not. Anyhow, she settles. With you or with someone, that depends on what? Your settlement, right? So that's why don't compare with these people towards what? Doing hard work towards getting job. But you people also, I'm saying, single income is not sufficient nowadays. Their income you can spend for shopping or for family needs. Your income you can enjoy for shopping, right? Aisa no na? Costly handbags, costly cosmetics you want, you have to do job. No other option. And moreover, how many days you will take money from someone? Give money to someone. Aisa no na? Childhood from mother, later father, later brother, later special person. Change the rules. Right now? Okay. Fine, come back. I want you to be target class, not the dependent class. I want you to be target class for others. You should not be dependent to your father. So overall, everyone I want to see as what? Target class. And you have to create next generation as dependent, not this generation. I hope you understood. Come back to subject. Both ho gaya. Right, guys. Tell me. Spring programming makes the programmer life easy. The programmer life easy. Super, guys. Okay. Let's come to this place. Yeah, this comes under life cycle management now, boss. This is Spring Bean life cycle management. This is Spring Bean life cycle management. What is this? This is dependency management. And remaining all the things are again life cycle management now, boss. What is this? Life cycle management. That's great. Life cycle management. Okay, next. Life cycle management. This is dependency management. But everything is taken care by container only, na? Don't you think Core Java application is looking like washing clothes manually. Little bit of soap support you will get, but maximum everything you have to take care, na? Spring programming is looking like fully automated washing machine based washing, na boss? You just need to give inputs to washing machine. Everything is taken care by washing machine itself, na boss? Super guys. This is dependency management. What is that? Dependency management. This is definitely what? Dependency management. I hope thoroughly enjoyed this discussion. Super. So slowly I will introduce how to create IOC container. Then how to perform this dependency management. How many ways of dependency management is there? All these things we are going to discuss. Tomorrow link is changing, guys. Those are attending online. Be in touch with admin. Complete all the formalities. Then only you will get the new link. And our topic is also very, very important topic, right? So that's why don't miss the class at any cost. Okay. Naveen Kumar, don't read in Facebook. Download and open in the paintbrush, then it will be clear. Yes? Okay, Naveen Kumar, every day I cannot convert paint into PDF. You do that dirty job. I will upload what? Paint only. Moreover, the mistake you are doing is you are reading in Facebook itself by imaging, by magnifying the image. That's a mistake you are doing. Create a separate folder, keep all the downloaded images there, open one by one with paintbrush. What quality I am showing in the classroom, same quality content you will get. Right? Yes. Okay. Spend more time on system practice. Stop doing PDF conversions, writing rough notes, fair notes, recording my voice. All these things will make you great typewriter or great stenographer. You want to become what? Java programmer, spend time in practicals, right? Fine. Yeah, where is this? Spring, guys. What is the number? What is the number, guys? 515. Spring core module. I think I saved the document once. Let me reconfirm I have saved the document. Yes, guys. 10th and 11th, boss. Save okay. Thank you, guys. Yes. Don't miss next 3 classes. In 3 classes, we are going to enter into first application development. No hurry, boss. Give me freedom. Let me go in my style. I will launch part by part. At the end, I integrate. Now you are so clear about how to configure Java class as Spring Bean. You are so clear about why IOC containers are given. One for lifecycle management, one for dependency management. These two are the two important aspects in any application development. So far in core Java, we have taken care. In advanced topics, who has taken care, guys? IOC container is taken care. That's the reason it is called inversion of control. Reverse of regular process. Regular process is you taking care of everything. Inversion means someone taking care of everything. That's why IOC container, the name IOC container word has come. Thank you guys. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll discuss more on these concepts.